Welcome back to Bbq Champ, where our 7 barbecuers are hoping their king-size kebabs will take them one step closer to £25,000.
Guys, you've had an hour. You've got half an hour left to go. Get a move on.
I'm about halfway through. I'm about on target. I've got the chicken to carry on going. I've got my sauce on, got my plantains. Salad at the end is fine. And grilling avocados. I read a review once that said don't ever do it, but I tried it and I liked it. We'll have to see what the judges think.
I am excited about Tony. Damn, I love the fact proteins he's using. You know, fish in the beginning and pork, and now he's using chicken. He's grilling fruit, so the other things in this kebab tie in with it.
And he's also told me he's going to bank those coals up so the chicken is going to be closer to the intense heat of those coals, so he's still going to get that char.
With an ambitious pork kebab, Duncan's got a lot on his hands.
I've taken my pork out of the barbecue, having pre-cooked it. I'm just going to weave it all the way down the kebab. Very, very, very rushed, thinking I've maybe done too much, but just rushing, trying to pull everything together.
It looks burnt, it's called flavour. Everything is going well at the moment. I'm not crying, this is actually sweat.
This actually, you don't fry this in oil. Flour.
One of the hardest parts of this challenge is keeping the food on the skewer, and Gary's come up with a cunning plan.
What I'm going to do is, just to be safe, I'm going to tie that tuna. I'm just soaking some twine at the moment so it doesn't burn, and I'm going to wrap it around that tuna just to try and make sure it stays on the kebab.
If only Gary would share his masterstroke with Solomon.
See, the fish is dropping. It burns like fast.
I think I'm okay. I'd never say I'm under control. I haven't got my fish on yet because it only takes 3 minutes aside. So that bread's nice and done on that side. And nice and done on that side. Kings and queens of the kebab! You've got 10 minutes left to go. The pressure is on.
I don't know if I'm going to have enough time for my salsa. I'm trying to get through it and see if we can.
I'm trying to redo my fish. So I've got a new technique now. We're going to be using foil. I don't think it's going to cook in time, but let's just hope it does. I'm so stressed out right now.
With just minutes remaining, the barbecuers need to ensure their kebab, side and bread are all plated. Otherwise, Adam and Mark won't be able...
Too many things to cook at the end. 1 minute, guys! 60 seconds!
I'm kind of extremely fine. I don't know if I'm going to finish. What a mess.
Let's take off the cage. 3, 2, 1. Time's up. Tongues down. Well done. Breathe.
The time's up, but Nicola didn't get a chance to plate her bread or take her fish out of its cage.
Everything was made, everything was cooked, everything was ready to go. The beautiful bread was there. Didn't happen, and devastated.
Let's get stuck in.
First to be judged is Emma, who scraped through last week's grill-off, so she needs to impress.
First off, let's talk about the bottom, the pita, flawlessly executed. I might have wanted just a touch more moisture in the pork, but the flavor is incredible.
I would say maybe the pork a little bit more tender for me.
Yeah. Last time, my meat was undercooked, then it was overcooked. This time it was just about right, but in the timescale that we had, I think I nailed it.
Solomon!
You know, one thing I have to say about watching you, a lot of people are running around, and it's like you got elevator music on, dude. Like you somehow execute at the last minute, and you're just chilling, man.
I'm going to take a little bit of everything. Let me just put a little bit of sauce on there.
Lovely. Your cod is delicious. Your bread, it is dense. But actually, with the crisp on either side and this cocktail sauce, it's worked out all right.
For me, I think you have a great palate for flavor, a great eye and a great feel for sauces. Stick to the stuff you know, so that way it gives you time to experiment.
Not too happy. Could have done so much better.
I've got to tell you, that is delicious. Still got that charred, blackened outside, but still got it nice and juicy in the middle. The avocado works brilliantly. It's a little bit crunchy on the outside, bit of smoky, nice and soft in the middle.
To take chicken on an open fire, create that beautiful crunch on the outside, keep it soft on the inside, is absolutely successful. And I think such a smart decision to not only use the watermelon, but keep it cold by way of a contrast.
I would have just left the bird's eye chilies out of the salad.
See, I'm a man, so I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Fantastic job, well done.
Thank you very much.
You shook the ocean out. Like, seriously, King Neptune's like, dude, where my people at? And you cooked them all.
I like your tuna. I think it's been cooked really well. I like it nice and rare. I think the scallops, for me, are a little under in actual fact. The halibut is very, very nice. I like the bacon around it.
You eat with your eyes, ultimately. You almost want a little bit more of a sear, a little bit more color. To me, I'm not sure I understand where the mussels necessarily fit in, but the bread was truly flawless.
They seem to think there's too much going on the plate, which is a bit disappointing because technically to cook all that well is quite difficult.
Your lobster is cooked perfectly. Your pork belly is nice and crispy. You need that high heat, and it's really great to see that, over the last couple of days you're learning from the advice you're being given. It is absolutely delicious.
Your execution with both the pork belly and the lobster was superb. The flavor is great. The chalkiness that came from the halloumi almost drew away from it. You know what? This is a magic wand. You've created some magic here. So abacadabra, we have a delicious dish right here.
I feel delighted that Mark thought I was implementing his fire control techniques. After hearing the feedback, I do want to keep learning throughout this process.
I think you finally hit that sweet spot with the lamb. Truly buttery. I love the cumin on it. I think it is the first piece of meat that you've really done to temperature in a glorious fashion. I've never seen mango with lamb. To me, I think it actually brightens the dish.
Whew. I've got to say, I think your bread is undercooked.
The flatbreads taken on board that Mark thought they were slightly underdone. I don't make bread.
I can't help but notice
Big cage.
this cage in the middle of your plate. What's that all about?
I just missed time towards the end, and in the last few seconds, I just couldn't manage to get the cage off.
Where's the bread? Give us this day our daily bread,
Oh,
Nicola.
guys, I'm absolutely devastated about the bread. Seconds just ran on me, and I'm just so annoyed.
You know what? Your swordfish is meaty and spicy. Your sardines have been cooked beautifully, and the Dublin Bay prawns are just a little bit rubbery for me.